So, Lexie Hull news. Lexie Hull update. So, she's obviously a key player for the Fever, and the Fever clearly want to keep Lexie Hull. You guys agree with that? Subscribe. We're pushing for 58,300 by the end of today. That being said, when it comes to Lexie Hull, she's the definition of a hustle player, and honestly, every single team in the WNBA would love to have her. She's already taken meetings with multiple teams. Rumor has it the New York Liberty are one of them, and apparently Sabrina Ionescu followed her on Instagram yesterday, which is definitely not ideal for the Indiana Fever, because now you're directly competing with the New York Liberty, and people are saying, oh, she'll take a hometown discount, stay close to Caitlin for business reasons. But let's be real, it's not like her and Caitlin are suddenly not going to be friends. And being in New York helps your brand just as much, if not more. So if it turns out that New York misses out on Alana Smith and decides, you know what, let's offer Lexie Hull $650K. Can the Fever match that? I'm not so sure. And on top of that, she's now a restricted free agent. So technically, she can't just take a hometown discount freely, at least from what I understand. I had to double check that. I wanted to be 100% sure. Restricted free agent rules in the WNBA. Let's be clear on that. So, it says she can negotiate with other teams, but her original team can match any offer. So, I don't know if that means she can only negotiate externally, or she can also work directly with the Fever on a deal. RFAs can sign an offer sheet with another team, but the previous team has the right of first refusal. If they match it, then she's effectively staying with her original team. It really comes down to who she's meeting with. The Liberty's cap situation and the Fever's cap situation, assuming Kelsey Mitchell returns, are actually pretty similar. And you might be wondering, how is that possible? Well, the Liberty already have 3 max contract players. There's a strong chance Sabrina takes a regular max instead of a super max. Jonquil could do the same, and Breanna Stewart might even take a pay cut, maybe around $200K. These are players who could realistically sacrifice money, but at the same time, the rest of their roster is filled with minimum contract players. Almost the entire team is made up of reserve free agents. If those players are offered minimum deals, they either accept or don't play. It's that simple. So they'll all likely take those deals. And beyond that, you got Han Su returning, a 6 feet 11 inches presence. Raquel Carrera is expected to come over. They might even convince Maureen Fothu to join. They only really lost Kayla Thornton in the expansion draft. Rebecca Gardner is a reserve free agent. Betnijah Laney Hamilton is also a reserve free agent. That a championship level starter potentially on a minimum. And now we're at the point where if New York really wants Lexie, they can outbid the Fever, especially if they don't land Alana Smith. Let's not get it twisted. If Lexie Hull gets an $800K offer from New York, she's going to New York. It's that simple. And for those saying teams won't offer that kind of money, Bridget Carlton is only slightly better than Lexie Hull. Yes, she's better, but not by much. Lexie is basically in that same tier in terms of impact. Carlton is making around $1.4 million. So yeah, a team with cap space could absolutely throw $1 million at Lexie Hull. And that's the scary part. The Fever simply can't match that. They just can't. And honestly, I don't think Lexie is worth $1 million to Indiana. Same goes for Sophie Cunningham. I do think Sophie might take a hometown discount. Lexie might too, but only to a certain extent. Like, she might accept slightly less, but she's not going to take a massive pay cut just to stay. If it comes down to Indiana versus New York, it's probably going to be a business decision, not an emotional one about staying loyal to Indiana. And then you factor in the off-court opportunities. Yeah, taxes in New York are high, but the endorsement deals are bigger. Let's be real. And beyond that, New York is simply a stronger organization right now. At the end of the day, when it comes to Lexie Hull, the Fever already have 2 similar type players in Sophie Cunningham and Lexie Hull. Ideally, you want both, but financially, it's looking like they might not be able to keep both. And it all depends on what Lexie wants and who she meets with. Because if she starts taking meetings with teams that have cap space, like, for example, if I'm the Dallas Wings, I need culture badly. I've cleared cap space. I'm offering Lexie Hull a 1-year, $1 million deal. Honestly, I might even go 2 years at $1 million per year just to lock her in. That way, you don't have to worry about paying her a max when Paige Bucher's contract kicks in. You could structure it so you still afford Eric's deal, a supermax, and still pay another star like Sadu Sabali. Suddenly, your core becomes Eric, Paige, Lexie, and Sadu, and you build through the draft. That's a competitive team. Maybe not elite, but definitely dangerous. And the timing works. Contract a line where Eric and Lexie come off the books when Paige hits her max. That's why I'm genuinely concerned about losing Lexie. All it takes is one team with cap space to view her as a culture-changing piece. And the Fever are out of the race. It's that simple. They just can't outbid these teams. Unless they make a drastic move like letting go of Kelsey Mitchell, which I don't think they will. I think Kelsey stays, at least short-term. And look, I know losing Lexie Hull would hurt. Maybe not as much as some people think, but it's still significant. If you lose Lexie and keep Sophie, then you're probably looking at bringing in someone like Aerial Powers on a minimum, and even she might command more than that. At that point, you're in a tough spot because there aren't many players who bring that level of effort and energy. Anyway, yeah, that's the video.